Horses and drivers in this afternoon's 8th race are moving in behind the Noonan Petroleum starting gate. Back upstairs to track announcer Vance Cameron.
Mayhem Man, top of the morning, Phil Dorleans, Cyrax, Old Buck, Chevalier Semelu, Coast to Coast Shark, Lincoln Blues, in back the trailer, Dusty Lane, Zendaya. 8th race, top of the stretch. Here they come. The rough end pacing, leaving out, that's top of the morning. Second as they go to the turn, Phil Dorleans to their outside for third. As they move over to the opening gate, that is Old Buck. Coming from the outside, fourth is Lincoln Blues, away fifth towards the rail. That is Chevalier Semelu. Then racing sixth, Dusty Lane Zendaya. Coast to Coast Shark seventh, Mayhem Man on the outside is eighth. The early trailer, that's Cyrax. The early leader now is Old Buck. Took him all the way to the opening quarter. Norris Rogers guiding him to the lead off a 29 seconds flat opener. Racing second around the turn, Phil Dorleans. Top of the morning's away third. Then in fourth, that is Lincoln Blues. Racing from fifth, Chevalier Semelu. On the outside sixth is Mayhem Man. Dusty Lane Zendaya at the cone seventh. Then in eighth is Coast to Coast Shark. And the trailer, that is Cyrax. At the midway point, the leader is Old Buck. Racing second along the rail is Phil Dorleans. 59 seconds flat was the half. On the move in the outside third, Lincoln Blues underway as the longest shot on the board. Moving up fourth on the outside, Chevalier Semelu. On the rail, top of the morning, fifth. Sixth is Dusty Lane Zendaya. Seventh on the outside, Coast to Coast Shark. Back into eighth is Cyrax. And Mayhem Man drops out of it ninth. They're by 3/4 now. And it's Old Buck at the rail. From the outside, looking for a colossal upset. That is Lincoln Blues. 3/4 in 1:28 and 1. Down to an eighth of a mile left to go. Homeward bound. And Lincoln Blues with his head in front. And at the rail, Old Buck on the inside. Phil Dorleans is coming through late for the Blue Knight. On the wire, Phil Dorleans will get there. Lincoln Blues second. Old Buck will finish third. Time for the mile, 1:57.2.
Well, there's a look at the slow motion replay this afternoon from race number 8, and we see Old Buck go right down the road here for part of it this afternoon, cutting out fractions of 29. He was parked to the quarter, the half in 59, 3/4 in 1:28 and 1. And Phil Dorleans, he keeps his winning streak alive and takes a new race record here this afternoon of 1:57 and 2 for Jason Hughes and owners Kent Williams, Andrew Williams, and Lyndon Hardy. Donnie Milligan is the trainer. Up for second was Lincoln Blues. Old Buck hung on for third. And Chevalier Semelu got up for fourth. Unofficially 3-7-3-8-5-6 here in race 8. In the drive for charity, Jason Hughes teaming up with Redshores Racetrack and Casino. Their charity is Muscular Dystrophy Canada, on their way back to the winner's circle here in race 8 with Phil Dorleans.
Phil Orleans undefeated since arriving on Prince Edward Island with 3 Summerside starts and 3 trips to the winner's circle. And the latest is his best. Phil Orleans, Bay Pacing Gelding 3 by Shanghai Phil. Off the ship's purser dams, Legend Orleans, owned by Kenton Andrew Williams, Lyndon Hardy. Trained by Donnie Milligan, the Blue Knight Jason Hughes in the driver's seat. 3rd consecutive win, and he's never been better than he was this afternoon at Summerside. He'll truck home to the west with a new pacing record of 1:57-2. Phil Orleans in the 8th. Here's the official results from the 8th race. Mayhem Man 9th, top of the morning 6th. Phil Orleans the race winner. Cyrax finished 8th. Old Buck was 3rd. Chevalier Samalou finished 4th. Coast to Coast Shark was 5th. Lincoln Blues finished 2nd. Dusty Lane Sendeo was 7th. Fractions went 29, 59, 128 and 1. And the mile 1:57-2. From the top, your program reads 961 834 527. Phil Orleans paid $340. The exactor 68.20. The triactor 88.50. And the superfactor 128.64.
On behalf of the Prince County Horsemen's Club, Red Shores would like to mention billboard sponsors proudly displayed on the backstretch. They include Century 21 Summerside, Sherry's Heating Service, and Dan's Mufflers and Signs. We would also like to thank HBIBet.com, Ocean 100, Hot 105.5, and Meridian Farms for their sponsorship support this season at Red Shores. Red Shore Summerside is pleased to welcome Speedy Glass to our sponsorship team. Visit them at 29 Water Street here in Summerside and ask about their price match guarantee.
Time to check those 50-50 draw tickets today, valued at $346 for the winning number of 257208. Today's 50-50 winning number for $346, 257208. Good luck. Lincoln Blues must go to test barn, please. Take Lincoln Blues to the test barn. Ninth race on Post Parade, number 1 Easy Flyer, owned by Jamie Whalen, Suzanne McKagan, and Nathaniel Thompson. Trained by Blaine McKenna, the driver today, Corey McPherson. 2 Twice as Bright, owned by Kyle Williams of Ellerslie and Caitlin Blaisdell of Surrey, trained by Elton Miller, the driver is David Dowling. Number 3 Better All, Mark Campbell in the driver's seat for owner-trainer Ralph Sweet of O'Leary. 4 is Southfield Sassy, owned by the Southfield Farms Incorporated and Claire Calhoun, trained by Frank Banks with Brian McPhee driving. Number 5 Blackie Black, owned by Ralph Harvey of Durham Bridge, New Brunswick, trained by Ed Harvey, the driver Norris Rogers. Number 6, The Best of Me, owned by Megan Lewis of St. Peter's Bay, Mallory Lewis of Sherwood, Austin Sorey training and driving. Number 7, Dylan's Mustang, owned by Mark Gallant of Summerside, trained by Robert Phillips, the driver Kenny Murphy. Down to 4 minutes wagering time on the afternoon's 9th race. Red Hot Trivia is back, and with the details, here's Rocky.
Thank you, Vance. Red Hot Trivia returned to Red Shore Summerside last night at 9:30. Will and Tony, they host Red Hot Trivia with a chance to win some great prizes on Saturdays here at Red Shore Summerside. Well, no winners this afternoon in the Pick 5, so we have second chance draws. Arthur Fraser, Conrad Perry, Reby McKinnon, Barry Broom, and Andrea Renison. If you heard your name called, come to the broadcast desk and pick up your betting vouchers in the Pick 5. There's a look at the 2 Twice as There's a look at the two, twice as bright for owners Kyle Williams and Catelyn Blaisdell. Elton Dewey Miller is the trainer, and David Dowling is back in the bike today. Placed second in their last start, but it was very impressive, pacing the mile in 1:56 and 4 for David. They have a great shot in here and a good post. Twice as bright currently at 1-9.
Hi, I'm Kelly McKecken, Events Coordinator for the NSPE Complex at SHORES Raceway. Join us for Atlantic Grand Circuit Week from July the 16th to the 23rd, featuring the Lindsay Construction Exhibition Cup on Saturday, July the 22nd. For complete details, go to nspe.ca. Now let's get you back to the track on race day at Redshores.
There's a look at the three, Better All for owner-trainer Ralph Sweet. Mark Campbell does the driving today. Finished fourth in her last start for Jason Hughes, pacing in 1:58 and 3. She could get it all today. Great post. Don't leave her out of your ticket. Better All from post 3. Good odds, currently at 10-1.
Today's winner of the 50-50 draw was Nelson Blanchard. Congratulations.
There's a look at the 4, Southfield Sassy for owner Southfield Farms and Claire Calhoun. Frank Banks is the trainer and Brian McPhee is in the bike today. Putting together a string of second place finishes this season. She has 3 2s in a row and 5 for the year thus far. Last start she gunned out of the 8 hole and sat in the pocket throughout the mile and hung on for second. Pacing in 1:59 and 1 for Brian. She shows some very nice miles on her card this year. She could play spoiler in here, as the horses and drivers are moving up behind the Noonan Petroleum starting gate for this afternoon's 9th race. Back upstairs.